I'm gonna be playing my old levels. They're very not fun, very bad levels, but I have made so many terrible levels, but at least I know that I've created better levels now. And I'll show you those. But first, I'm starting with my old levels, and then I'm gonna show you, and it'll show how I've progressed over how, well, from 2.0 to 2.1. Well, in my GD account and stuff, of course. The reason my levels were so bad is because I was such a terrible GD player when I first started. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, this is... Dang it. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. First level I've ever uploaded that actually stayed uploaded on my first account. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Are you guys seeing this? Look at how terrible I used to be building. All that counts is that better now. Why did I decide to do that? What the... Oh. And yes, this isn't a 1.0 level. It's 2.0, and... The reason I hate my old levels is because of the tight jumps I've created. I forgot to change the ground color, too. This doesn't resemble anything like dry... This isn't anything like Tryout, by the way, you guys. Maybe I'll do a run where I do the GD levels I can play and win. But seriously, this is nothing like Tryout. The reason I'm doing terrible at my old levels is because I was a terrible GD player, and it's much... I was obsessed with the idea of making levels based on regular levels, and oh my gosh, this is a disaster. I'm just okay, I'm happy that these levels back that aren't rated. Heck, I mean, one of the levels I've created so bad. -1. I mean, I'm like, what? Okay, yeah, I was a terrible GD player back then. Of course, I'm not as terrible as I was. But seriously, this is nothing like Back on Track. I didn't even use, like, custom stuff. Like, I didn't star until, like, star bombed. Okay. Or, like, I don't know. Oh, right, going the other way. Why? This is almost the same. Okay, look at this. I mean, you could skip the entire level. I wasn't even accounting for that at the time, but yeah, you could practically skip the entire level if you wanted to. These are very tight jumps. I hate this. My building back then was terrible. jumping all the way. Based on Jumper. Got this idea from one of the from a video I watched, and they were actually the creator of one of the levels in GD. I forget what it's called, but it's in one of the map packs. Looks really similar to this level I'm making. It's really similar to the levels. I mean, okay, my levels aren't. New levels aren't like jaw-dropping, but they're really good. I mean, you should check them out if you have GD. I don't know if any of my people here have GD, but Coordinate Plan, it was supposed to be Coordinate Plane, but, and yes, this is based on Xstep. I made levels based on the other levels. Insanity 2. This isn't even a sequel, this is just dumb. I don't know what happened to my just Stardust Part 4. I don't even know what happened to my first Stardusts, but around that time I started to get more in the groove of things. Insanity. This is Insanity. Get it? Insanity. Okay, you know what? Okay. Dang it. Stereo out. This is based on, well, this is like a fusion of a terrible Stereo Madness and a terrible tryout. So, of course, it's terrible. It had a good name, but terrible gameplay. Well, the gameplay's good, just okay, yeah, the gameplay's terrible. I used to be absolutely terrible at GD. Trust me when I say this, terrible. And I'm still trying to get the hang of things, but it's not as bad as I used to be. Oh wow. You guys are seeing this for yourselves. I was terrible. Periodic table. I have no idea what this is based after of, but I think it was based after that level with the periodic table of elements, but yeah, it's just colors changing and stuff. 100 downloads, wow. 5 likes, wow. I made this for my friend Daniel, and it's terrible. I'm skipping this. I made it for my friend, so you know it's kind of dark. And yes, this is based on Geometry Dash Meltdown because Geometry Dash Meltdown was cool. You know, at the time of 2.0, because Meltdown came out, and you know, everyone was happy. This is the time I started. This is when I started to get obsessed over 2.1. I mean, that's really similar to Swing Copters, too. Okay, you know what? That's terrible. I mean, okay, look at this. Okay. And yeah, you could start to tell that I'm using, like, you could start to tell that I'm really getting interested in 2.1 at this time because of the pulse trigger, and yeah, you can really tell. And I was also experimenting with stuff, and I thought this was a great level. No, it isn't. I mean, you can sort of tell that I'm transitioning out of my terrible phase, too. Kinda. And thing is, I used custom songs way more. And yes, I made a Star Wars one. This is supposed to be based off of Star Wars, and gotta admit, looks cool, but terrible level in retrospect. See, if you've watched Star Wars Episode 1, you would know that this is traveling through space to Naboo, and then this is Naboo. And then they go underwater. Dang it. I used to be so good at doing that. You can tell that I'm kind of getting out of my immature phase, but the highway, oh my gosh, this is... It was based on a road level that I was looking at. You know, in the map packs. I don't remember what it's called. But the song was The Beginning of Time. There was also this level I really liked. And I don't know, this level really reminded me of stuff. But when I started GD, I was in middle school, really. Really, though. I mean, it's not that long ago, technically, but I was a 7th grader. This is a terrible GD story. Okay, some people liked it, but seriously, that was not... I tried to make a cube store of my own, but you know how terribly that went. And this mess... Okay, that is cool. I had that as a custom object. I thought that was cool at the time, but oh boy. Forgot about this. And this. Start to use custom objects that I created more and more in my levels. You can tell that levels are starting to transition. You can also tell that Speedjet... I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, I was seriously obsessed with 2.1. I would literally use the red or whatever, that red orb in every level I made. Oh, in this level, it's only good because of the mechanics. Watch. It's not a very good level, but watch. See, look at this. I was thinking it's conveyor belt, but it's more like a, you know, when you're feeding wood to a wood chipper, you know. Okay, Deadlocked is based on Deadlocked from the name, but dang it. I was obsessed with Deadlocked because of the videos I saw of Deadlocked, because I couldn't beat it. Still can't beat it, but that's not my point. My point is, cool days. Okay, okay. Circle level isn't even that long. Can't let go to. I mean, okay. It doesn't even have that much decoration. And this isn't 21 Wonders, this is 2.1 Wonders. I think. See, that's supposed to be Black Orb. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is, you can tell with the real red orb that this is my first level of the 2.1 era. Yes, I used Megalovania. Of course, it's a remix, but food has nothing to do with food. Trust me, it's just an auto level. And it's not very... I don't... Okay. It's crazy. And yes, this is a copy of Gemlocked, or whatever it's called, but... And yes, I added more to it. Unleashed, okay. If you aren't aware, this is the force beat trigger. I think. Starbound, alright. Okay, Starbound. Okay. This is one of the innovations I made in this game. Starbound and GD Guy. I just made this as a guide to GD. Now, I'll be back, you guys. And I'm back. I was in the restroom. Sorry, let me see. Thing. Better. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna start with one of the first levels on my new account. Decided to make a new account because didn't want to be targeted online. But you know, it's obvious that Mom made the account, but I was obsessed with 2.1. Most importantly, with the new 2.2 update. Not as obsessed as I was with 2.1. Oh my gosh, though. Okay, I love 2.1, don't get me wrong, but... Okay, this is a terrible level. Okay, this is a much better. This is Hilltop Zone Act 1. You know, I'm gonna do a Sonic 2 video in the future, maybe, but you guys will kind of see my inspiration here. And the heart things are really supposed to be Chaos Emeralds, but... You know. Even if you don't collect them all, it's okay, because it'll count in the long run. And with the super form, maybe you can get it by touching a key, because then you'll just go faster. And this isn't... Okay, that's just... I just created a cutscene for my thing, because... See, now we're getting closer. And the buildings in the background are really based on the, based on the Mania levels. Green Hill Zone. You know those green hills in the background. Green Hill Zone. Chemical Plant. Studiopolis. Press Garden. And that, I think, was Star Speedway, Marsh Saloon, Studiopolis. I decided not to make Whale Ocean because I hate Whale Ocean. Huh. I'm gonna have to fix that someday. Creating like a series, kind of based on like Sonic Mania, kind of. This is Death Egg Zone based on the level in Sonic 3 Knuckles. It's like the final zone before the final bosses. And yes, I said final bosses. Reason you don't see Candyland here is because I haven't uploaded it yet. So, now the level I showed you guys. And those like window things are kind of like security cameras showing like different parts of the world, basically. And like, some of it's like black and white because it can be. I don't know. Guess it was kind of lazy for some of it. Waterfall. Of course, there are a couple previews, but this is the first preview of Metro Base. This is before I finish the level, you know. This is before I like finish the level complete. And now, well, if you guys don't know, Geometry Dash is a game, well, where you can create levels and play levels, and it's awesome. Preview thing was kind of my idea, because, I mean, you gotta show, like, some previews first. Of course, I don't know how many previews I put, though. Okay, yeah, that's the last one. This one, this message to Rob Top, but that's to Rob Top. I don't know if he's gonna watch this, but if he is, I don't know. If he does, I will put that in a separate video. Yes, because I copied it off and kind of signed my signature for the message it was putting. If you guys really want me to show off the thing, or the level, just tell me. See, I added a coin. Dang it. I forgot about that part, but that's just a prototype, of course. But the real Metropolis Zone, not Metropolis, Metro Base. See, now you can see the background, and you know, I should have made the clouds move. It would have made it seem more real. Desert Ruins is based on Sandopolis Zone. You know what? I'm gonna do a playthrough for each day and night. What?